Hey man, it's T-Shawn, Baseball Card Theater. We're talking about Dick Stuart. Here's my favorite Dick Stuart card. It's from '63. And this is the first one I ever bought, and it's got a painted on hat. But the reason I bought it is because he looks like Joe Strummer, the guitar player singer from The Clash. So that's why I bought it. And then little did I know Dick Stuart was super cool. Dick was a masher, man. He hit like 450-foot home runs, but he was a horrible fielder. For 7 years, he led all first basemen in errors. And that's why he got the name Dr. StrangeGlove. Let's not focus on that. Let's talk about Dick the hitter. Check out the cartoon on the back of his 1960 card. In 1956, Dick hit 66 homers in the Western League. Amazing. And then in 1960, that was the year Pittsburgh won the World Series. Dick was there. Here's his first card, 1959. Another good comic on the back. Dick hit a homer in each NL Park last year. And the drawing is vaguely dirty, you know, especially for 59. There's a hole in a wall and it says Dick was here. And then check out that guy peeking in the hole with a question mark over his head. He's like, I'm curious. Here's his card from 1961. That was his best year with the Pirates. Those forearms, pretty hairy. Yeah, he was a two-time All-Star that year. That's where they had like 2 All-Star games and then like, wouldn't you make both of them? I don't know how that worked. But he had 35 homers, 117 RBI. Also had 8 triples. Look at old Dick go. All right, now let's talk about the fielding again. So Hank Aaron nicknamed him Stone Fingers. It was like, hi, Stone Fingers. That had to feel like a compliment. It's Hank Aaron. He knows who you are. I heard Hank Aaron was kind of a ball buster, like he would remember what number home run a pitcher gave up off of him. Like Scipio Spank said, whenever he saw him, Hank Aaron would go, hey, 687, what are you doing here? So that's kind of cool. In '63, he gets traded to Boston, and he's such a butcher in the field, they give him the nickname, the Boston Strangler. He's that bad. They compare him to a serial killer. The next year, '64, the movie comes out, so he becomes Dr. StrangeGlove. In his 2 years at Boston, he's killing it. Here's a couple leaders card. Here's home run leaders. Harmon Killebrew, Dick Stewart, and Bob Allison. But then check this out. He's the RBI leader. He's got a big old picture by himself. There's Al Kaline and Harmon Killebrew. That's cool. Check out the back of the RBI Leaders card. Dick Stewart, 118. And the little kid who owned this card circled all the Boston Red Sox on here. Like there's Clinton and then Yaz. Dude, how happy was that little kid? Hey, here's another Red Sox. Whee! And here's a groovy Leaders card from '64. Brooks Robinson, Dick Stewart, M. Mantle, H. Killebrew. And on Brooks Robinson's sleeve, it's that penguin from Happy Feet. Mumbles, I think. Remember he couldn't sing, but he could tap dance? I don't know why he's on that card. But I love him. So the next year, '65, he goes to the Phillies. It's that same Joe Strummer card. He has 28 homers. He does well. He gets a new nickname. There, he's the man with the iron glove. In '66, he goes to the Mets. I like this card. Got the shiny jacket on under his uniform. The Mets tried to move Ed Kranepool to left field to make room for him, but Ed Kranepool sucked in left. Dick sucked at first, so they finally gave up after 2 months. He got cut. Dodgers picked him up, went to the World Series with them. They lost. Went to Japan for 2 years. Finally got a nickname about him batting. They called him Moby Dick. Then came back to play for the Angels in '69, like 20 games. Then he retired. Okay, we looked at Dr. StrangeGlove. I looked everywhere for footage of him fielding. I couldn't find any. Dick Stewart, the perfect designated hitter. He was 15 years too early. What a bummer. Till next time. This is Baseball Card Theater. I'm T-Shawn. Peace.